Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Beast! Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Listen to that vibrato. Available in 2022. This is my birthday month. The birthday edition. You put your right foot in, you take your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey. How are you guys doing today? The hokey pokey. That's what I'm going to refer to James Charles as from now on. The hokey pokey. So anytime you hear me talk about the hokey pokey in a video, just know I'm talking about James Charles, and then we won't be confused anymore, okay? You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. Okay, so anyway, today I'm going to talk about James Charles. Can you tell that I'm in a good mood today? Let me just tell you about my weekend. First, I'm going to open, I love that sound, a Diet Coke. This weekend, I just kind of relaxed around the house. Yesterday, I finished The Thing About Pam. So, fantastic show if you guys haven't watched it. I think it's on Hulu. I am watching so many shows at the same time, I don't even know where they're at anymore. So anyway, I finished Stranger Things this weekend. You know, I actually put something up about it on Twitter. I was like, are you guys bored with this season of Stranger Things? And here's the thing about it, okay? I'm really excited to see the next 2 episodes that come out in July, because that's where it finishes the season. I just felt like there were a lot of storylines going on at the same time. And it wasn't that I was necessarily bored with it, but I loved last season, you know, with the mall and the never-ending story. But anyway, there was just so much stuff going on. But when you get to the 7th episode, it makes sense. Like, there's a purpose behind why they have all these storylines going on at the same time. So don't stop watching if you're watching it. It's still a great season. It's still one of my favorite shows of all time. It's just kind of a, I don't know, like I grew up in that era where we had these like blockbuster movies like Raiders of the Lost Ark and Star Wars and stuff like that in the summer. So for me, this is kind of like, Stranger Things coming out in the summer is always like a flashback to me of my summers, you know. Speaking of which, okay, speaking of which, it is officially summer in the Midwest in Indiana. I know people are like, no, that's not till June 21st, which is my husband's birthday. No, it's actually when the pool's open here, okay? And after race day weekend, which the race was just on Sunday, I don't know anything about the race. I didn't go. My husband went and he hung out with some friends and listened to DJs, but I didn't go. So anyway, so that's what I did this weekend. I watched TV shows. I finished The Thing About Pam. It was so fantastic. Finished Stranger Things. And then last night I started The Night Sky with Sissy Spacek. Oh, okay, and that J.K. Simmons, who is fantastic. It is very slow. Like, people are telling me that it's like slow and it's kind of a slow burn. But if you love Sissy Spacek, I mean, her acting in it is just, I mean, it is like a masterclass in acting. It is just phenomenal, you know? And there was a part where they're talking at the dinner table, and it's just everything that I love about I don't know, about Sissy Spacek. She's probably my favorite actress of all time. Well, with the exception of Jessica Lange. And if you've never seen Crimes of the Heart, which actually takes place in the summertime, it's Jessica Lange, Diane Keaton, and Sissy Spacek, and their sisters, and it was a play by Marsha Norman, and it is fantastic, so go watch it. All right, you guys are like, what does this have to do with James Charles? Nothing. I just like to talk to you guys. I just have so much fun talking to you guys, so I thought, why not? Hold on a second. I didn't know if I needed to do a touch-up or not. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, shim-a-lang-dang-ding-dong, ding. I mean, they haven't called in a while. Look, it's still tangled. How's the drama phone? This is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you? What? James Charles is coming out with a line of swimsuits. He's not really. Oh, my Lord, Jane, I don't even know where you know, like, I don't know where I would hide everything in one of those swimsuits. It's got like banana bikini kind of thing going on there. What? Well, no, Jay, I've got things I like to hide. You know, I am in my 70s as it is, gal. All right, Jane, what? No, the Women's League was so much fun. We did the hokey pokey. I know, Jane, it was boring. Anyway, all right, I love you too, gal. I'll talk to you. What? I love you 3. I love you 4. Jane, I can't do this tonight. I love you 5. Why 6 afraid of 7? Oh, because 7, 8, 9. Okay, Jane, I love you too. Bye-bye. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Oh, I already asked you that. So let's talk about James Charles. Okay, first of all, I did a video last week talking about James Charles. I'm gonna reference all this again, talking about this TikTok that he put out, which he also put on his Instagram story, which he also put on his TikTok, or put on his Instagram. And then I wouldn't say he was complaining, but it was very much like Jaclyn Hill. Like, let me bring attention to the negative. And he was basically saying that all of these people unfollowed him on Instagram because of this TikTok, this video that he put up where he's in a bathing suit and he's tucked in the bathing suit. And so he said something, hold on a second, I have it screenshot right here. Well, here, let me show you the TikTok in question. But wait, shh. Without the music. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out. Just imagine I'm singing in the background, okay? Oh, I was gonna turn the camera off. But let's do the magic of YouTube. Here's the video now. I'm laughing so hard because it's like, I don't think that you guys actually imagine that when I go, let's watch the video now, that then I sit here for a second like this and then I turn the camera off. I'm so silly today. What is going on? So that's the video. You have to put your right foot in. So that's the video in question, okay? This video where he's in a bathing suit and he's twerking and all this kind of stuff. And so then, hold on a second, he put up on his thing, he put it up on his Instagram story. Here it is, I'll throw it up here somewhere. I lost 80,000 followers today for posting that effing story, or that tucking story, sorry, with a skull face. That means dead. Okay, like, I'm dead, oh my God, okay. I'm so sorry that y'all are boring. You will not be missed, LOL. So, what he was saying was, okay, that y'all are boring because you don't find entertainment in him twerking in his alleged BBL that he doesn't want to talk about, okay? No, that's not really, I think, what it is. I think it's that people are over James Charles. And I also think this, because I got a lot of comments about this, that people have real issues with the things that James Charles has done, and they feel that it's immoral, and that he continues to take no accountability for it whatsoever. In fact, the one video that he did kind of takes some, well, I mean, he was desperate, y'all. He said he was desperate, okay? The reason that he goes to these links is because he's desperate, and I do believe that, okay? I believe that everything that he does is out of desperation. I really do. You know, my question has been, from when all of that happened with Tati and Jeffrey and all that, and all the allegations that have come out against James Charles and all this kind of stuff, I mean, I used to say it in videos, and people would be like, why does that matter and whatever. It's like, you know, James Charles said he was seeking help for this. Did he ever come out in a video and talk about what he learned as a result of seeking help, therapy, counseling, life coaching, whatnot? Because I don't personally believe that he ever went, okay? That's just my 2 cents. I think that he spent a lot of time with friends. I think that he stayed off social media, and he went to the Camp Coachella with his friends because he posted about that on his Instagram story and stuff like that. But do I really think that he took any time taking a look at his behaviors or who he is as a person? No, I don't whatsoever. Which is why I believe that it will repeat itself, okay? Because I believe that he has learned nothing from this experience, which is why now he is back on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok clapping back at people. Not a good look, okay? When your channel on YouTube that used to be the fastest growing YouTuber ever, okay, with the exception of PewDiePie and I don't know. It used to be the fastest growing YouTuber ever, and now you're losing at a phenomenal rate. 80,000 followers on Instagram in one day. I wouldn't have an Instagram, okay? There would be no Instagram for Peter Monn anymore if I lost 80,000 followers for one day. And it's so arrogant and cocky. He just acts like, who cares, right? Okay, well, I think that's hypocritical. I really do, because he put something out after that, so hold on a second. By the way, I want to give a shout out to my girl. You put your right foot in. Cece Suarez, who I love so much. In fact, I just have to tell you, Sloan was down in Florida, and he was visiting, just visiting different areas if you follow Sloan. And he was hanging out with Cece a lot, and they were like going out to lunch and doing this and going to the pool and stuff like that. And I was so jealous. I was like, oh my God, I wanted to meet Cece for so long. Okay, so anyway, I've known her for years, and she did this fantastic video, you guys, and I will link it below. And it's basically, I think it's called Why James Charles Should Not Be on YouTube Anymore. And she goes back and she goes through this article that basically outlines every incident of drama that James Charles has ever been in, and Cece doesn't mince words whatsoever. I mean, she does a phenomenal job with this video, so please go check it out. And she gave me a really nice shout out in it and everything. It made me feel so good. So anyway, thank you, Cece. I really appreciate that. So anyway, so James Charles, this is the hypocritical part, okay? So he then posted analytics, which I'm not going to put up here. I put it in my video the other day, of where he lost 80,775,000 people in that day. And at that point, the video had, I think, like 3 million views on it. So this is what people were telling me, okay, in my comments. People were like, you know, I'm really over James anyway, and I didn't even really remember that I was still subscribed to him. And I do think that's like what happens a lot with drama with certain people. It's like, maybe you stopped watching Trisha Paytas a year ago, okay? And YouTube hasn't been recommending Trisha Paytas videos to you. And then something happens and you're just going through YouTube because you're over all that kind of stuff anymore. And now you're watching like home decoration videos, of which I'll be putting one up on Friday because I just purchased all new bedding on Amazon. Very discounted bedding. I'm going to do a whole white bed. I tried to do it last year, but this year it literally is all white. So that video will be up on my Peter Does Stuff channel on Friday. But anyway, because you guys are watching like home improvement videos and makeup artists that don't have problematic behaviors and all that kind of stuff. You guys like to watch nice, innocent videos. I do too, okay? That's kind of what I like to watch. So anyway, so I think this is what happens, right? So like somebody hasn't watched Trisha Paytas, let's say in a year. They're just kind of like, I'm done with Trisha Paytas, I'm bored. Then YouTube suggests a video to you of Trisha's, maybe it's trending, who knows, right? And the video, and this could happen on Instagram too. I mean, I would sit there and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I didn't even know I still follow this person. So maybe this is what happened with James Charles in the video the other day, right? And you're like, I didn't even remember that I still follow James Charles, or I don't even know that I still follow Trisha Paytas. And then this video comes up, and it's very problematic, and you start watching 2 or 3 seconds of it, and you're like, no, I'm done. And you're out, right? Like, that's something that I learned very early on YouTube, is that when you upload a video, typically you lose subscribers right away, because there are people that see your video, and they're like, no, I didn't know that I wanted to continue to watch him. And then, like, give it an hour, and you might gain some subscribers, right? Because people start watching it and they're like, oh, I love, you know, Peter Monn or whatever. Or if you're like me, and I don't know what to do because YouTube won't fix my channel and I just continue to lose subscribers over and over and over again. And people are like, hey, listen, I don't know what to tell you, but YouTube keeps on unsubscribing me from you. So, thank you, YouTube. You put your right foot in. Anyway, and I think that's what happened with James Charles, is I think he put this video out. I think there's already speculation over did he or did he not get plastic surgery that he is unwilling to talk about, because unlike everything else, you just don't talk about it, right? And he learned that from Jeffree Star, is just, if something comes up and you don't have an answer that is going to sound honest or that is going to appease the people, which I don't even know why this whole, whether or not he got a Brazilian butt lift or not, why does it matter? You know, I mean, I really, and honestly, if people are unsubscribing, this is my one thing in defense of James Charles. If people are unsubscribing to James Charles because he tucked in a bathing suit, I take real issue with that. I really, really, really take issue with that in 2022, okay? I really do. That people have such issues with gender roles and things like that, you know, or however you want to live your life, you know, like, there's a lot about James Charles that we can come for, and there's a lot about James Charles that we can say that is problematic, and I think probably does prove that he doesn't need to have a platform, but I don't think that's it, okay? So anyway, I was very confused about that, and that's why I don't believe that's the truth. I don't believe that's why that he lost all his subscribers. I think he has a very young audience, and I think he's like shoving his life and these people, and I think they're just kind of like, we're over it, James. Like, we're over you. We're over your antics. We've listened to this for 3 to 4 years, and we have defended you ad nauseum, and then you continue to put out nonsense. Not only that, but then when you do put out this nonsense, you come for us and you say, oh, all these people unfollowed him. Now, here's the hypocritical part to me, okay, is that I was sitting here, oh, shoot, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? You put your right. Okay, so then, here you go. So here it is. I lost 80,000 followers. Okay, we know where I got that piece. That means F you, is what that means, okay? To you, 80,000, F you. So I guess he doesn't care about his fans. Then he puts his analytics and he does all that. Okay. Then what's interesting about this is right after that, okay? Right after, hold on, let's read this again. I'm so sorry that y'all are boring. You will not be missed, okay? Don't forget. What did he learn from everything? He's desperate. Desperate times call for what? A Diet Coke. But that's besides the point. No. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and what do? You roll through your receipts, Whitney, and a giveaway. Giveaway time just posted. I'm going to pick one person who likes and comments, tagging 3 friends to win $500. Good luck, sisters. So you don't care about those 80,000 people that you lost, but right here to win $500, you have to go to your picture, okay? Which is, again, where he thinks that he lost all of these people from, because tucking, and this is a picture of him tucking. If he really believes that to be true, I'm going to pick one person who likes and comments tagging 3 friends to win, okay? So this is, come follow me, come like my picture, come like my video, who constantly complains about not getting the likes and the views and all that kind of stuff that he wants to get on Instagram. And he doesn't care about you 80,000. You won't be missed, okay? But come and like his thing so you can win $500. And really, what is $500 to James Charles? A drop in the hat, okay? Do I think it's nice? Sure, I think it's really, really nice, okay? But it's a drop in the bucket to James Charles. We know that, okay? So I think it's real hypocritical to say, I don't care about you 80,000, but come over and like my picture. Either you do care or you don't care, okay? And I honestly think a grown-up, mature, picture this. And I want to tell you something else. I got so many comments from people that were like, James is still emotionally growing. James is this. James is that. James is just, he's still real young. Listen, y'all, okay? I started drinking on a daily basis when I was 12 and a half, okay? I got sober at 22 and a half. I do not believe that I emotionally grew much between the ages of 12 and a half and 22 and a half. I just don't, okay? Do I believe that I was emotionally stunted at the time that I got sober? Absolutely, okay? But 6 months later, I was working in a treatment facility, I was paying my own bills, I lived in my own apartment, and I wasn't being problematic and acting foolish anymore, okay? Nor do half of the world, nor are they allowed to do that, okay? The majority of the people in the world at 18 years old have to get 1 job, let alone maybe 2, to support themselves, maybe a partner, and maybe children. So why we continue to allow this to be an excuse for James Charles, who has millions of dollars, okay, that he got by walking on the shoulders of his fans and never taking accountability for anything, is unbelievable to me. Instead, what we should be doing, okay, is expecting accountability, expecting maturity, and saying, no, we're not going to continue to support you until you grow up. Because if you really feel that way, why are you watching his videos of he and all of his friends just hanging out by the pool for a birthday weekend? That seems pretty mature to me. that he knows either how to hire an assistant that does all that for him, or that he hires or books a house in Palm Springs and he's drinking out there and he knows how to get online and buy these. I mean, that all seems pretty mature to me. Okay, on some level, on a superficial level. Do I think that he has a maturity level of how to have an emotional relationship with people or take accountability? No. And neither do half of the 65-year-olds that I know, okay? So let's just be for real for a second. To continue to use that as a defense for James Charles and go, oh, well, he hasn't emotionally grown yet. Who cares? Grow up then, James. Do the work. Get a counselor and do the work, okay? Or what you're saying is, I don't care, and I'm just desperate, and it's going to continue to affect you. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, it just is a lot. And here's the other hypocritical thing, right? On the heels of not caring about the 80,000 people that he lost, but wanting to gain more subscribers and likes by doing a giveaway, on the very same Instagram story, you guys, it was on the very same Instagram story. The next day, and I'm only going to show you the very end of this, he posts another video, just like the one that he had done the day before. Here, roll it. And so there you go. He's doing the same thing that he was doing the day before. So you either care or you don't care. And do you care about your career anymore? Because, I mean, it doesn't seem like you do. You know, this is the thing for me that's so interesting when you talk about YouTubers, right? And their lack of investment in themselves as a brand or a business. Like I said something on my video the other day about, well, when is James Makeup coming out? You know, that he's been talking about. And I just saw something from a tweet or an Instagram or something from him not too long ago. I don't follow James anymore. So unless I see somebody else retweet it, like I don't see it, right? I don't support him, and I don't follow him, and I'm not, so anyway. But anyway, I saw something that he had put out, and it was something about his brand. It was like a couple months ago, 6 months ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I don't know. But I was like, is he still thinking he's going to put this brand out? His views are down on his videos. You know, he did this video the other day, and it was like, his most viral video, reacting to my most iconic videos. It has 794,000 views on it. Okay, James Charles has 24 million subscribers, all right? And he puts in there his old sister crew, okay? The Dolan twins and Emma Chamberlain, I think that's her, I don't know. But anyway, he puts them in the thumbnail of it. First of all, if I was them, I would be like, dude, you need to take me out of your thumbnail, okay? Quit using me. Quit using me for views. And that's what he did. He put that in there because he knew that people would come and want to see him talking about the Sister Squad. That was drama in his world, so that's why he did it. Yet again, using friends of his in his life, which is what he's done to build his entire career, okay? But this is my thing. If you were, let's just say, Target, or, I don't know, Cracker Barrel. Let's choose Cracker Barrel, okay? And wasn't nobody ordering the, what's it called? The hash brown casserole anymore. Now, I don't understand that. I don't know why anybody wouldn't order the hash brown casserole anymore. It's perfectly fine, right? But let's just say, if Judy Smith, okay, she went to the Cracker Barrel and she ordered 2 sides of hash brown casserole and it gave her the runs, you know. And she was just, it was bad, okay? It was real bad. Like she wanted to watch, you know, a marathon of Family Feud and it was Toilet Central, okay? So she told her other friend over here, you know, Tammy Jones, I don't think I've ever used that before. And she said, don't be eating those hash brown casseroles no more at Cheesecake Factory. At Cracker Barrel, I love hash brown casserole, by the way, because it gave me the runs last night. I was on the toilet all night. I didn't get to see Steve Harvey on Family Feud. You know, I was so upset about it. There was this one family I was watching. I didn't get to see if they got the car or not, you know. I love Family Feud, by the way. It's just such a happy show. It makes me so happy. And so anyway, so Tammy's like, well, Judy Smith's a liar. I don't believe her. So she goes to Cracker Barrel, you know, with her mom for lunch, and she and her mom get the hash brown casserole. Oh! It's bad, y'all. It's real bad. They're watching the tapes. They tape their stories every night, Young and the Restless Days of Our Lives, and they're watching it, and it's like Tammy is running to the bathroom every 2 seconds, you know, and so is her mom. It's just bad. So her, oh, by the way, all these people said that James Charles maybe he was buying diapers for a friend of his that needed them. Girl, where do y'all come up with this stuff? stuff. Seriously? Like, which one of James Charles' friends has kids, first of all, okay? An infant toddler that needs diapers. I don't care if James Charles got a Brazilian butt lift. But it is a known fact that a lot of people are told to wear Depends because of leakage after a Brazilian butt lift, okay? James Charles got a Brazilian butt lift. He should just own it. It's really not that big of a deal. And a lot of people want one, so he should tell them what the whole experience is about. I don't understand why it's that big of a deal. But people are like, James Charles may have just bought those, and that's why it showed up on his Amazon, because he was being a good friend to one of his friends that has kids. I was like, okay, but we reach, okay, but drama channels reach. So anyway, I'm done with the Cracker Barrel story. Y'all get it, right? Okay, so Cracker Barrel's got a problem, okay? And no, it's not the runs. Cracker Barrel's like, what do we do about this hash brown casserole? I can't talk. You put your right foot in. Because it's like causing us to lose business. Now everybody's going to Bob Evans. They're not coming over to Hash Brown Central anymore, right? So what should we do? Because, you know, it's not enough anymore, okay? We can no longer just grant our merit on the fact that the Cracker Barrel is a restaurant that you can also shop at. My friends always say that when we're like, do you want to go to the Cracker Barrel? They're like, yeah, and you can shop too. We can get a candle on the way, Yankee Candle. So anyway, I do love the Cracker Barrel though. You get your star or your apple if you do real good. So anyway, they got a problem, right? They got a brand problem. And they've got to fix it up. They've got to clean it up, and they've got to make it look right again, okay? They're not coming out and being like, F you with your runs, okay? I'm sorry that you sat on the toilet last night, but that's not really my problem. Maybe you should... You know, it's like, this is how these people always act, okay? Jeffree Star, James Charles, Trisha Paytas, all of them. This is how they act. It's your fault that this happened. No, it's your fault. It's your brand. Your name is on your brand. Fix it, okay? Do a little magic and fix it. It's your problem. Fix it, okay? They were your hash brown casseroles that gave everybody the runs. Nobody wants the runs anymore. At least 80,000 people don't, okay? Fix it. They don't care. They don't care. And this is where 2 to 5 years down the road, their careers are going to be obsolete because they don't care. Because why? Because they still have the arrogance of 3 years ago where they think this is all going to fix itself and I'm going to be okay. But interestingly enough, I have to tell you, somebody gave me or sent me a comment and they said, let me give a little shout out here if there's a name. Well, it's not really a name. They said James Charles is demonetized on YouTube. He gets nothing from them. And I was like, that can't be true. Is this new? This can't be new. Is this new? So I went in to James Charles and I went through about the first 10 videos and there are no ads on any of James Charles' videos. So apparently he's not making any money off of YouTube anymore. So I guess the only place he's making money is Instagram and TikTok these days, or sponsorships. So I don't know. I don't know if I'd be, you know, telling a bunch of 80,000 people that, hey, listen, okay, sorry about your runs, but you're boring. You know what I mean? I don't know that I would be saying that. I think I would probably be taking a little accountability for it and trying to fix my brand that I was so graciously given because of a ring light. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.